Hi, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, what I'm going to do is create a program in Python that will print out the Fibonacci sequence up to a certain target number of digits. So what we want to do is we want to have this program print out the Fibonacci sequence up to a target amount of digits, okay? All right, so for those of you who don't know, the Fibonacci sequence, it starts with 0 and 1, and then to get to the next number in the sequence, you add the previous two numbers. So 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 8 is 21, and so forth. So what we want to do is we want to be able to enter basically a program where we're going to pick some number for a certain amount of digits, and it's going to print out the Fibonacci sequence to that amount of digits. So I'm going to create a function. Let's call it Fibonacci, and let's take in a target value. And then we're going to create a Fibonacci list, and we're going to start with the first two values in the Fibonacci sequence, 0 and 1. We're also going to have a first value, which we're going to set equal to 0, and a second value, and these will change as we go through the program. Second value is going to equal 1. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and loop through the Fibonacci sequence. So we'll say for Fibonacci value in the range, we'll start at 0 and we'll go to the target. What we're going to do is if the target is greater than 2, so if we have more than the two numbers 0 and 1, what we want to do is we want to say that the next value in the sequence is going to be the first value plus the second value. Okay, and then we want to take our Fibonacci list and we want to append the next value. Okay, after that, we're going to need to change our first value, and I'll put those in quotes, first value and second value. I'm doing quotes with my fingers there because those are really the previous two values that are going to add up to the next value. So what we can say is that the first value, we're going to take the Fibonacci list, and it's going to be the second to last item. So we're going to do an index of -2. And then the second value is going to be the last item on the list. So we'll do an index of -1. Okay, so after we append, we'll then change the first value and the second value. So the next time when the next value is calculated, it's going to be the correct value. Okay, we'll go outside of this for loop, and we're going to say if the target is greater than or equal to 2, what we're going to do is we're going to say for item in Fibonacci list, we're going to print the item, and then we'll end this print statement with just a blank space. So we'll leave a blank space in between versus the default end to a print statement in Python, which is a new line character. Okay. Now, if it's just 1, so else, we're going to print the we'll just basically print the first value, which is 0, and then we'll end it with just a basically no space there, just not a new line character. Now at the end of this, I do want to drop down to the new line, so I'm just going to do a print with an empty space there. I'm not specifying the end, so it's going to give me the default end of a new line character. Okay, I'm going to move down 2 lines just for nicely formatting my Python code, and I'm going to call or invoke the Fibonacci sequence, and we'll do it first with 10 digits. Okay, I'm going to run this program. I'll select build with Python 3, and we'll see that down here in the build we get 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. 21 plus 13 is 34. 34 plus 21 is 55. 55 plus 34 is 89. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 digits. So there is a bit of an issue with our program. We're getting a few too many digits. We should only be going up to 34, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. All right. Really, what the target is doing is we're going beyond this. Okay. So really what we need to do is maybe we start with at 2 here. Let's change our program and see how that works. And if we build, then it corrects the problem. So we have 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. So we get our 10 values. Okay. So that was a little error there, and we had to compensate for the fact that we already had the first 2 digits. So we didn't want to start right at the beginning. Okay, so that seems to work for 10. Let's change this number. Let's say we did just 1. And let's now build this, and we should just get 0. So build with Python, we get 0. Let's change it to 2. We should just get 0 and 1. And we get 0 and 1. Now, if we put a negative number in here, we're probably going to get an error. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, or get something that we get 0. So we get something that doesn't really make sense. So what we should do is change this, but I'm going to leave that to you to take a look at the code and see if you can refactor this and use it for whatever you want. But let's see if you could refactor this code so that you could take in a user input, and the input would have to be greater than or equal to 0. So you'd have some kind of try except statement, and and see if you can change it. So I'll leave that to you. If you come up with an answer, leave it in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a like, as it does help get out to more people. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day.